Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Express Lane, the show that brings you speedruns in 60 minutes or less. I'm your host, Oscar424, and I've teleported to a very strange location. I don't know where I am now. It's kind of a mess. I just moved. It's fine. The dogs are okay with it. But anywho, looking at this fantastic schedule, it is filled with Patel's amazing people. Like, honestly, first off, just looking at the show schedule entirely, like, FYI, if you want to look at the rest of the week's schedules, or just submit your runs to be showcased, gdq.gg/hotfix. And again, for submitting your runs, gdq.gg/submit/hotfix. If you want to submit runs for this winter season, we'd love to have you on, especially if you have shows or runs under an hour. This is the show for you. Best friends in chat, type !submit in the chat right now if you want more details on that. You again, looking at this list, we have a fantastic Patel's showcase of 4 jam-packed runs. We have I Am Your Beast closing out the show, Silent Hill F, Super Metroid, and starting things off, we have Behemoth Steve running Hades 2, 2 weapons, 2 routes. That's a lot of 2s. I love it. How are you today, friendo?
Thank you for the intro, Oscar. I'm doing pretty solid today, and we're getting more bang for your buck on today's Express Lane because we're not beating this game in under an hour. We're beating this game twice in under an hour. So get ready for that nonsense. I'm Behemoth Steve. I love speedrunning Hades 2. It's been my first and only speed game so far. My favorite category is all weapons, which we are not doing today, but we are doing on GDQ, so check that out if you have a chance. And my favorite aspect is the aspect of Artemis. I got Omen and Webs with me here, so take it away.
I'm the Dark Omen. You can call me Omen. I speedrun Hades 2 as well. My favorite aspect is the aspect of the Morrigan. Surprising nobody that knows me. And one of my favorite categories is the Rivals 4 category, where the bosses are more difficult.
Nice.
Hello, I'm Webs, or Webbins 2D, as some people have called me. I've been running Hades 1 and 2 for way too long. My favorite category is all weapons in both 1 and 2, and my favorite aspect is Moros, probably.
Who else shall wield you?
Good,
Solid choices.
All right, so we're going to be starting today. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be clearing both the surface route and the underworld route back to back. That's normally called the all regions category, but we're doing it with a slight twist, which is we're doing a weapon swap in the middle. And ideally, when I'm doing this run, I would like to have as little control as possible in the sense of I want y'all to be picking my weapons. So Omen, what are we running for surface?
Go Staff.
Staff? Ooh, okay. So we'll be running Cersei's staff for the surface. This is the Altar of Ashes that we're going to be using for both runs. I'm going to be starting with the Zeus keepsake. And Rocky the Raven is going to be our animal familiar. Now here's our Othbian scene. We're going to be using this setup for the surface run, and then when we go to the underworld, we're just going to be adding in the Battle of Shadows. We can go over why that is on our way through the underworld.
For the will of night.
But to make sure this is a valid run, we're going to re-roll the seed, and we're going to be starting the timer as soon as I gain control on the other side in about 3, 2, 1, go! Good enough.
Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, so what I'm looking for off the bat here is Storm Ring, because Cersei's staff lets you get 2 casts at once, and Zeus's cast does an absurd amount of damage. So getting 2 of them is just incredible, especially if you can like Venn diagram your way through these enemies. Do either of y'all want to explain how Akira works?
Yeah. So this is the first biome on the surface. This is Aphira. The rooms, the room layout, what rewards are on the doors are randomized, but the rooms are the same. So generally, we want to pick rooms that we know are quicker than other ones, while also getting rewards that will help us complete the game faster as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Surface in general is if you played Hades 1 or the Underworld for Hades 2, Surface is very unique in a lot of ways. The way the first and second biomes work are incredibly different. So it's very unique and interesting.
Until
Ooh, Twilight Curse, that's a lucky draw.
Yeah, picking up the
nice.
hex here. Usually not like a super prioritized thing for the speed run, but Twilight Curse specifically on the surface can help us if we get the Charybdis mini boss, which is normally a huge time loss. But if we time the curse correctly, we can phase skip her. It's just somewhat difficult, but we might see it here.
Yeah, we'll see if we get this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll see if we get Charybdis, and then it can also help us on the final boss as well.
Right, yeah, it clears out the hex spawns, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about this strat. I've still never done it.
I think it was,
It's usually not needed, but
yeah. I think it was Moit who kind of like found that. I could be wrong, but like it was
in the name of Hades,
their clip that I saw on the server that I was like,
the mighty
oh,
Olympus.
you can do that?
we have Blinding Rush from Apollo. That's great. It gives us extra sprint speed as well as applying the daze to enemies around us while we dash or rush through. And we want to activate a card called Origination, which gives us 50% more damage against enemies with 2 curses. So we have 1 curse now, and we'll be looking for a second curse eventually.
It's Poseidon.
I'll take hydraulic.
And we got
Cool.
the free room here, Medea, story room. Generally, sorry, Webbs, I'm blanking right now. You want to explain free rooms?
Yeah, I got you. So that was the story room, or an NPC room, if you will. They have those little yellow icons on them. You can see them once per biome. Each biome has one, except for the second to last one, and then there's final boss, which doesn't have a, a story room there. But each biome has one. You pretty often see it in Ephira, but not always. And then for the first boss here, we have Polly. If anybody wants to tell us about Polly before he's gone.
Well, he's gone.
Well,
Pretty fast fight.
Sorry.
Polly's probably the fastest fight in the whole game, actually.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
I can never get over just the sheep.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, the sheep in the fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the only sheep we see this run.
Yeah.
But
So
next up we have, this
ahead.
is, oh, sorry.
no, you take it away.
Next up we have Thessaly, the boat of Thessaly coming up. One thing we could touch on before we get too deep into the biome is, so you saw it here, we have this cabinet in between biomes called, it's like a cabinet of keepsakes, the game calls them. And it gives you some kind of bonus. The one we took in particular is called Fig Leaf. And what Fig Leaf does, once per biome for the next 3 biomes, it has a percentage chance to skip a combat. And in a game that is pretty much on the rails for the most part, one of the big time saves is not having to do a combat if possible.
Probably should have gotten money there, to be honest. Oops. Actually, this is a good
It's
time
like
to talk
fun,
about
you know.
IGT versus RTA.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Discovery.
Yeah, there's okay. There's 2 ways that we like sort the leaderboard depending on the category of the run. There's the IGT, the in-game time categories, which are normally like single runs and such, and then there's the RTA categories, the real-time attack is what it stands for, but it's runs measured in real time. Usually, like, there are multiple runs back to back, like this one here. And in IGT runs, we're looking we want events like that like NPCs can have or can appear within the encounter as well, which pauses the in-game timer. However, in RTA categories like this one, while the timer is paused, like the in-game timer is paused, the real time doesn't stop because it's real time. So we want to avoid those, and it's really just all down to RNG. But it is an interesting distinction on what we want in the category as well.
Oh boy, I'm looking at this health total. I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I realized after like running straight through Demeter's thing, because I can't see it because I have too many effects on the arena. Was not.
Oh, dude, we're so good. We're so
That
back.
is a nice pickup. I'm seriously.
The game given.
Not stressed at all.
Never mind. It's gonna run straight into a spear first thing in this room.
That's fine.
Double strike would be nice here if I can get it. Or actually, Zeus attack would be great too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Blitz goes pretty good here.
Yeah.
On my authority.
Do we have one more chamber? How many we got left?
I think
we're
this
done.
might be
Okay,
end
cool.
shop. We might have one more.
Good evening, boatman.
What? Could I even what? That's fine. We'll take damage.
So this is Eris, second boss. You'll for anyone who's played the first Hades, you'll recognize the weapon she holds. She's using the aspect of Eris on the Advent rail from the first. That was a weapon you could equip in the first game, and she uses that same like self-damage buff mechanic that was in the first game in between phases. Yeah. You can see it there.
I do enjoy those little nods to the first Hades like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Like both Nemesis and Eris having their respective weapons is like
Right.
such a cute little detail. Whew. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was first learning the surface route, I finally learned the underworld route on Frenzy 2, which makes enemies fight faster, but it also makes them spawn in faster, so it's definitely worth taking, which is why we do it on speedruns. But when I started learning, I was doing it on Frenzy 1, and I found like Eris wasn't too bad. Prometheus was kind of a nightmare, who we're gonna see in Olympus here. But as soon as I bumped it up to Frenzy 2, it definitely flipped. Like, Eris is a menace on Frenzy 2.
Yeah,
At
that
least
extra
for-
move speed gets very stressful.
Yeah.
The keepsake we took into Olympus is the sword hilt. It basically forces an Ares boon, and I believe, yeah, much to the chagrin of Aki, a well-regarded community member. And I believe we're looking for blood spree, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, for safety.
Yes.
We got it there. That's very nice. It
Nice.
basically heals us while we're under. Well, if we hit enemies while we're under 40 health.
Which we
It's
are
not going to be too relevant now, but we can talk about it later when it comes up.
Oh!
Speaking of NPCs,
There's Heracles.
that's not too bad. This is just the first one, right? Like we didn't see Icarus.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Well, didn't see Icarus
You know,
yet.
Yeah.
he's a very bad boyfriend. I haven't ever seen him on a marathon run. Not once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
That
I
was
gas
not bad
him
at
all
all.
the time.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
I mean, we're coping pretty hard. Like NPCs are pretty bad, but as far as NPCs go, it's not that bad.
The sheer honesty in that cope right there.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the splash art of these characters? Like, come on.
Isn't that like that for pretty much any game? Like splash art is pristine, in game is
True.
different.
True.
That was Talos, little mini boss. Usually not a big deal at all, as Steve very well displayed.
Okay, fine.
Allergic to hailstorm?
Really not taking the funny
You
green
will
boon
take
right now.
this duo boon, whether you like it or not.
I really wanted air quality. It goes hard on Arctic Gale.
Oh my goodness. It's so good though.
It is really good.
But have you tried this duo?
I think I actually got like at least 2 or 3 of those offered 3 times. Prominence flare.
So funny.
Let's go for prominence flare.
Oh, we got
So
a fountain.
anyway, when
Nice.
you're doing this
Nice.
for in-game time, you can actually stop and think about what you're doing. But when you're doing real time, you don't have that luxury, which is both fun and
Yeah.
stressful.
I think that's the most fun thing about real-time runs to me is how hectic and fast-paced it feels in the moment. 'Cause you have literally no time, like Steve said, to think about anything. So a lot of
Yeah.
the time you end up like having to think about stuff rooms in advance, or like whenever you see a reward, you have to think about what do I want from this, what could be good, what could I build towards. It's very cool, and I think that's what keeps me coming back.
I fully agree, and like especially when you're doing like all weapons, it's like it's kind of a sick flex to be able to be like, yeah, I can do this with all 6 weapons.
Oh, just the fact that
Yeah,
you're
sure.
like, I don't care. Pick it for me.
True.
I love that.
Okay, well, we have this other category, and all 3 of us have done it
In the
now,
name of Hades.
which is called all aspects.
No.
You hit exceptional talent,
What?
and you're not picking it?
What am I going to
I just died. I just died.
Maybe we don't have a gain.
Oh. Oh yeah. Also that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's this other category that's called all aspects. So, you know, just imagine it an all weapons run, but multiply it by 4. It's fun.
I love Prometheus channeling his inner Super Saiyan.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, Prometheus is a long fight. I mean, well, he is kind of annoying to fight because he moves around a lot, which can make it longer. But then you also have the unskippable cutscene of dodge the flame waves, which is obnoxious
Yeah.
when you're trying to go fast.
Dude, the day we figure out how to skip that is the day we transcend.
Yeah.
The same prominent
Yeah. So yeah, you can like memorize like the pattern here, like top, bottom,
Dude, don't get
top,
hit here.
middle. Or you can,
You can also iframe it.
I love that.
which is Omen strat. So you know
That's
shout
what
out
I
to
do. I
Omen,
could not be
'cause
bothered.
I didn't know you could do that until I saw you do it on Hotfix. And I was like,
I could not
you
be
can
bothered
what?
memorizing.
I can just not?
Oh, I can hear the smile in Owen's face right now. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. You sure can.
All right, so down falls Prometheus. So we're entering Summit, which in my opinion is the most dangerous biome in the whole game, and it's not close. Not only that, we're picking up the white antler keepsake, which limits our health to 30, our maximum health to 30, while giving us a 30% crit chance, which is huge, because crits in this game are plus 200% damage. They are a 3x damage multiplier, which is huge.
Oh no.
It is very dangerous,
It's
though,
over.
obviously.
Good run.
Oh,
Oh, that
Actually,
that
just no
dash.
Dracons were fine.
Yeah, no
Where
land
are
dragons
you?
here.
Why are you stuck
luckily.
in the wall?
They're getting stuck.
I
I
will
am
say,
being memed upon.
the dash. A comment in chat. I didn't know you could do that until I saw in Hotfix right at this moment. So,
Summit also has 2 mini bosses.
I thought that was me.
surprise.
So
Yeah.
this is the first mini boss. The first mini boss can either be Spawn of Typhon or the twins. We prefer the twins, so we got a little bit unlucky here, unfortunately. But but we power through. Steve is, you know, amazing at the game, so
Sometimes.
they don't die to that. She doesn't die to that.
Oh,
Never.
no, not Dracons, not Dracons, not Dracons.
Not the land dragons.
Yeah. Okay, we are so on. I was never worried. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, we hit tail too.
You know, I was saying to myself, I'm like, Apollo was the better pick here. I don't know why I picked up Poseidon, and now I'm super right.
Well, both of them
I
can
got
lead to
super
beach ball,
hungry.
so it's fine.
Oh, all roads lead to beach ball.
Oh.
Ah, Steve doesn't die to that.
Fine.
I
We're
didn't
chilling.
tense up there. What are you doing?
No, not at all.
There was not a record
it's
scratch
about
about ready to play.
Yeah.
On my authority.
Just for the record,
There's
we are
beach
not
ball. You
gonna
have
be
to take
running-
it. You have to take beach ball.
We are not going to run it back if we die to Typhon. We're just going to move on.
I kid you not. So we're ahead of chat right now. Right
Yeah.
now, actually, a few seconds before me saying this, someone in chat just put, "Where the heck is my beach ball?"
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I want to take a wild guess who
Yeah,
it was.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I see you in
Seluna.
chat, Soul. Yeah.
All right, so this is Typhon. I think this might be a good place to talk about one of our other important Arcana cards. You do run it, right, Steve?
Yeah, this
Lovers?
is lovers. Yeah.
This is the other
Okay,
reason
cool.
to pick Twilight Curse, by the way.
Yeah. So we run this one specific Arcana card. It's really good for bosses and synergizes really well with the White Antler. It's called Lovers, and
So yeah, you can also just Twilight. Oh, come on!
Yeah, Twilight Curse
I was
instantly
trying
kills
to
the
show
eggs,
off,
and it's
Zeus.
and it's supposed to bounce between them, but sometimes they're just out of range, and it doesn't.
And that's
Yeah, so
Typhon.
down goes Typhon.
GG.
Typhon's actually the easy part of the summit, surprisingly.
True.
Yeah, actually.
So anyway, that's how you beat Hades in... What time are we at?
about 18 and change, about 18:30.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's how you beat the
not too
surface
bad.
in less than 20 minutes. Are you ready to do it again, but with the other way?
My keepsake.
Heck yeah.
Okay, Webs, what are we doing for weapon?
Knowing everything that
All right, cool. I want you to know, I spun a wheel for you, like, towards the end of that round.
landed
And
on staff?
you got a good one. No, it landed on flames.
Say what happens next.
It landed on what, sorry?
Return to shadow now.
Oh, sorry. It landed on flames.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. That means I don't even have to change my priority keepsake.
Oh yeah, you're still on Zeus. Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
while you
sorry, I'm
set
going
that
to
up.
be not using Moros.
Well, you
a
said it
surprise.
really
I'll forgive
quickly.
you this once.
Just want to remind everybody,
For the round.
FYI, Bean and Steve is going to be at AGDQ, I believe, doing some good fun runs. So, and that Awesome Games on Quick 2026 is going to be live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 4th, the 10th. And registration is available right now for the event. So head over and register if you want to experience the event in person and cheer Steve on. Go to gdq.gg for more info. Because
Hell yeah.
Steve is awesome, and you should cheer on all of her runs.
Thank you. Very appreciated.
And shun the beach ball. Oh,
Yeah. There may be some beaching and balling.
hey, there we go. All right, so flames that don't know. What are these flames I am seeing?
They do stuff and things. So,
I like you.
EOS specifically. Most flames, you'll see Steve do these Omega specials, which are those orbitals that are flying around him. EOS's gimmick specifically is
Caskets.
their Omega attack spawns a thing called a Daybreaker, which is this thing right here. And that Daybreaker will copy all of your specials, including your Omega specials. So in particular, it's really good for room clear, and there are ways to build into it to like get really good boss damage out of it.
You should.
YOLO.
How How does that feel? Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you.
I
I got the chaos though.
Farewell, my friend.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just, in my experience, I find that like if you pick a chaos just before a shop, you just don't get a shop.
In the name of
No, I
But
got
I
chop
could be-
scam. No, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what else.
Let's go for smolder. I totally scammed it. Oh,
Lead me here.
Oh, yeah, there's Nim.
Get set to. Heads up.
all right. So Nemesis, like Heracles, will challenge you to, you know, kill a bunch of enemies first, and unlike Heracles, she's actually an interesting character. What? I didn't say that.
Ooh. I normally say shots fired, but you're not wrong. Anyway.
Got you. How did I lose this bad?
Honestly, like it's kind of just like it takes like a little bit of getting used to like your first couple of times. Like I got skunked a bunch of times by Nem at first, but once you kind of get used to it, it's just like, all right, can we get this over and done with?
Yeah.
I have places to be now.
Another call out that we talked about a little bit is in the transition to the underworld from the surface. We turned on the Vow of Shadow, which adds additional enemies, or usually like adds additional enemies to mini boss encounters. We didn't see it in this run, but because we already passed the mini boss. But there is a mini boss called the Shadow Spiller in this biome that is 2, 3, maybe even 4 times faster if you have the Vow of Shadow on, just by the nature of how it
I
is.
protect you, my lord.
So that is why we turned it on for the underworld.
Come forward.
All right, so we're already to Hecate.
Are all
I don't have any regen, do I?
You do not. But you're fine for this fight, right?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Turn to me, sisters.
Gosh,
Twilight curse.
So, yeah, you can actually just run through this over and over to dodge it. I don't know if you knew that. For like non-speed running folks, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but you absolutely just can dash through it over and over, and then that makes it so you don't get sheep. There's some other like really high level tech involving a boon from Hera called Rousing Reception that actually lets you clear that encounter a lot faster, but if I'm being honest with you, I don't think I've ever successfully done a rousing without getting sheeped.
It is a very specific timing. Yeah.
It's tough.
At least my feet are clean.
I might take
As we
chaos
don't-
this time.
Yeah, as we go on to Oceanus again, it's the second biome, so we took the fig leaf again, and it triggered on that first room. And we're taking Chaos because it functions similarly to a room skip, where we skip a combat, we talk to Chaos instead. And Chaos blessings work like they give you a curse for a set number of encounters or whatever, and then you get the blessing, the positive benefit after that.
You're in my way.
Wait, hold on. This ocean's kind of fire.
This ocean
We should
is
get
It
shot
kind of
after this.
is,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Attack, please. Oh my god.
Give me. Okay.
Okay, okay.
In the name of
Honor's
Racing
moving.
thoughts. Racing thoughts.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Keep it going.
Okay. Also, we have Inferno bombs on, so get ready for fireworks.
Oh boy. I got some bad news. This is an Artemis as well.
No!
Oh, yeah, I wasn't looking at the timer.
Wow.
Hey!
And still the only NPC I don't get is my boyfriend. Where are you? He hates me.
For the cauldron.
And time that well. Where are you?
Fancy run.
Yes.
Smart. Go unseen.
There is a timing you could do with Artemis where if you kill the last enemy as she's aiming at it, then she spawns instantly. But that is, tough to do in RTA when the timer you are measuring against is not paused. So you just kind of want to kill everything as fast as possible as well.
Where am I?
I ask myself that question. So
Oceanus, I would have accepted as an answer. It might be Ares.
There she is.
It was not Ares.
look, you can't pull every single one correctly.
That was Slow Cooker, though.
We did get
Cooker's
slow
very good.
cooker.
This is Skilla and the Sirens. Fantastic music.
Actually, yeah, this is a good time to ask. Like, what is your favorite skill song?
I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You cannot make me choose.
You didn't say it in front of all these lovely hotfix people.
Well, I just did.
Oh. Okay, valid. Come. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rockin' a Hard Place.
That is a good one.
I listen to them all so much. They're all so good.
Yeah,
Okay,
we know
well.
you play the game.
Yeah, no, I don't play the game with music on, so I don't ever get to hear them.
Yeah, I'm seeing Coral Crown in chat. Be twitching eyes on repeat. She clawed out my eyes and tried me to.
Yeah. The diss track is so good, though. Like, the first time you get there, it's like, oh,
Well,
that's
then.
hilarious.
Enter the third biome, which is a bit more unique than the previous two in the underworld. These rooms are much larger and have multiple rewards distributed amongst them. So it can be, and it's very swingy. Like the rooms, there's a few tiles that are quite small, but then you got a few that are just huge and obnoxious to traverse through. So it's kind of the bane of the run normally.
Sometimes, like, making strange noises actually makes you go faster. It's a little known speed tech, and not just in Hades too, but like in everything. Just keep that in mind.
I feel like that's on par with let me turn down the music so I can see where I'm going better.
It's only
Not that I've actually
Okay, I
done
do
that
that all
because
the
I do. I totally do that all the time.
Please don't give in. Don't give
Specifically in parking garages.
True. I think hammer's more valuable than. I've already forgotten what was in the other one.
I could not tell you either. Yeah,
I'm
hammers.
noticing we still don't have a gain yet. Are we gonna remedy this?
I
Let us together shine.
don't know. No gain, no pain. I don't know. Did you think there was thinking going into the speedrun?
Well, surely there's gonna be an Ares in the final shot, and it's gonna be Grizzly. It's gonna be
Oh.
awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna pick up Grizzly.
I'm
That's
sure
it.
you are.
Even if Grievous Blow is offered. Just why did I pick that?
I don't even know what you picked.
It special do armor good.
Oh,
To use the technical term.
I can get out now.
Oh, I never clicked the tree. Where am I going?
Grow
Found
golden
it.
once
right
again.
there.
Having the tree right
Ares,
before
surely?
the exit is just like, that's a troll right there.
Heads up.
This is Cerberus. He's been playing in the mud, playing with the sad ghost. So we're gonna clean him up a little bit.
Like
That's what we're
Casper?
doing here, giving him a bath.
Exactly.
With lightning and fire
For sure.
and whatever power Ares has.
Oh,
I guess.
There's our good Popo.
Anyway, good bad time servers. Wow, we're already into the final region.
Hey,
Easy.
almost like
All
you're
right,
kind
so
of good
we're
at
going
games,
back
Steve.
to Antler
Right?
Gaming.
We're picking up the white antler again. So again, we're limiting our max health to 30, and we're gaining a 30% chance to do triple damage. You have blood spree, right? I think I saw you pick it up.
Yeah. I even got a heroic blood spree. Woo! So surely I don't die.
You would never.
Surely.
die.
Oh wow, worst room in the region and first room non-pig? Lucky me.
Yeah. There is a big swing in the final region on whether your fig leaf triggers in the first room or not, because for whatever reason, the first room is coded to have a large, like as many enemies as like the third or fourth room would be, or be rather, it's coded to be as difficult as like a third or fourth room would be. But on top of that, you don't get armored enemies, which means you get a lot more enemies, and most likely they're not all spawned in at the same time.
Ow.
So you're stuck waiting for enemies to spawn quite a bit
Surely.
in that first room if it is not figged.
One of our community members, East, says that every EOS player should name their little EOS orb. And so mine's name is Ellie, which is what I named my car. So Ellie the EOS orb. Hey, look, big scale.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Fig is
boy.
in fact a chance. So, you might just not see it, and we are not seeing it in Tartarus today, unfortunately.
Is that the... Did we get
I'm
Fig
gonna-
scanned on surface? I can't remember.
Not that I saw, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
I'll choose to believe it didn't happen.
Thanks. Alright, now we're into Kronos.
Down there.
At the
there's
end of the game, you
Ares,
don't need to see
Grizzly?
me die to Kronos, right?
Nope.
Darn.
I mean, you got 8 rolls, but... There it
We're
is.
doing it.
Hey.
There was Grievous Blow there, too.
Yes.
I told you I was gonna do it.
Chat, don't let your memes be dreams.
Yeah. Everybody memes on Grizzly Game. And it's fair because that boon sucks.
Because
but
it deserves to be memed on.
Just casually bringing it to Kronos.
It's okay, but for real, when we were doing Twitch Rivals, I had at least one run where I stared straight at the camera and I was like, I know that I'm buying this thing that makes your boons evolve after X amount of chambers, and I'm buying it before Kronos, but it's fine. I promise I know what I'm doing. I died. Alright, now EOS can do our dirty work. Ow, oh, whoop. This is, I'm good at
No,
this
you're
game
fine.
sometimes.
You're fine.
Oh wait, I had armor? I could have tanked. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
there,
Arbor,
there we
yeah.
go. That's the end of the run.
Yeah, there it is. That's time.
Jeez.
I wasn't even worried. It's fine. Were you worried? I wasn't worried. It's good.
It's always fun when you surprise yourself when you finish your run. You're like, oh, yeah, no, that's it.
Oh, cool. I didn't die at the end. That's fantastic.
Yay, no death. Gee.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
More of the sound.
I assume under an hour. Well under an hour.
I think so. That was pretty much
was forgotten.
34. A little bit.
It were
Oh.
not for her great sacrifice.
Nice.
I'm happy with
Plus,
it.
would
That's
we
not bad.
now,
Yeah.
Would we?
Once we realized you finished, we blinked and it was
yeah.
over. Oops. But yeah.
You guys want to start with shoutouts then?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm just shout out to the entire Hades speedrunning Discord. They're full of, amazing people, and joining the speed community is one of the best things I've ever done in my life, and I am so happy I've done it. To meet Steve, meet Webbs, and meet everyone else in that community. It's been amazing. And then I'll toss it over to you, Webbs.
Yeah, sure. Shout out to the community, for sure. Some of the coolest gamers I've known for, like 6 years now, man. Mulge. That's about it. Shout out to Eris. That's my goat. Yeah.
You are so real for that. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to start by saying, yeah, we're going to be at AGDQ doing this, but multiply it by 3. And that's what we're going to be doing at AGDQ, which is going to be super fun. So please come and check that out. But of course, the most important thing to say is shout outs to both Omen and Webbs. They didn't say it in their own shout outs, but they are both world record holders. So, you know, it's kind of a goated couch that I have just chilling right here, having a good time. And then, of course, shout outs once again to the Hades community, my own community, and the Frame Fatales community. And then finally, I want to shout out you for just being here, showing up, chatting, having a good time, and vibing with us. Yeah, I think that's it then.
Well, we've enjoyed all 3 of you absolutely. Like that was such a fun pair of runs to watch and listen to. Y'all are absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited to see you running at AGDQ, Steve. So, friends in chat, give GGs to the whole Hades crew one more time. And as a big, big thank you to everyone. Just thank you for supporting Games Done Quick with all of your subscriptions, those gift subs, those bits, everything you cheer. Your contributions help keep our shows running, and we get to see. Hello, friends, and welcome back to this super awesome Frightened Fatales showcase spectacular episode of Express Line. I almost forgot that episode. That'd be a problem. But that said, if you don't know what Frightened Fatales are, let me tell you, they're the coolest community of women and femmes who all share a passion for speedrunning, gaming, and charity. In addition to the 2 flagship events, they host activities all year round in the community Discord, like Game of the Month and randomizer events. So for those of you that are interested in joining, and you identify as a woman in whatever way you feel fit, please !FF in the chat right now to learn more and get involved. We're actually getting ready for our Frost Fatales event come March, and the games list is in progress. ... TM. I may or may not be on the games committee for this event. Anyway, moving on to our next absolute banger of a run, we are going to be having Glove running Super Metroid 80%. And I hope I got these letters right in the correct order this time. PRKD. Is that right, Glove?
Yes, that is right.
Yeah! Huzzah! Chad, I may or may not flip them when I talk to her. Anyway, hello, friend. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm super excited to show off this run. Any percent is the premier category of Super Metroid. So that's specifically any percent, no major glitches. PRKD refers to the order we're going to be defeating the bosses. One of the really cool things with Super Metroid, you can defeat the bosses in any permutation, but specifically Phantoon, then Ridley, then Kraid, then Dragon is going to be the most efficient, just for the way we traverse the map and other reasons. It is the world record route. I'm really excited to be running it, and with me in the comms booth, I have SM Charles. How you doing?
Hey, Glove. Thank you for having me today. And what's up, everybody? So, I guess we could get started soon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I think so. Fortunately, the first section of the game is sort of like a tutorial, so I think we can just get right into it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can count us down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, I'm doing commentary here. I guess I can kind of get us started a little bit. As Glove, as she had mentioned before, this is kind of the sort of tutorial area of the game. There's not really any enemies, or at least none that you actually have to like fight and defeat. Not really. So the game's kind of all about platforming here. And yeah, this is series, so we're kind of, things are just getting warmed up here. So any normal run of the game will always start like in this area. There are some categories where you'll skip this, but that's not very common. But yeah, so even though we're doing a very specific boss order and boss route here, even if you were doing a different boss order or boss route, you would still start here in series.
And you just saw
yeah,
there
you
on
wanna take-
Ridley, I intentionally took a bunch of damage. The fight ends when
Right.
you shoot him 100 times or when you get below a certain health threshold. So it's way easier to just damage him really quickly.
So technically, a little bit external to the speedrun, there's this in-game timer at the top right of the screen. It's kind of like a mini game. This time doesn't actually really have relation to like your actual like end time, sort of, in terms of the actual run. But I kind of like chasing down this timer, and so it also works kind of backwards. Like the higher the time, the better.
Yeah,
Nice.
4320 is really bad.
It's kind of a little bit. However, I would say for a marathon event, I'm like, usually it's like good for me almost to like get some of the mistakes out of the way. So I kind of like getting the nerves and like, I would say that 43 is actually totally fine here, but for sure.
I think one of the things that can be really scary with Sare's escape, and you know, when we talk about scary, we're losing like 5 seconds or whatever, right? Is when things go a little bit off, they can get a lot worse. With the way that like there's all that steam shooting out, it's somewhat RNG, but sometimes if you make one mistake, you get knocked back down by the steam and it can just sort of snowball.
Oh, yeah.
So something else that you may have seen a bunch, Samus is rapidly wiggling her arm up and down a little bit too quickly there. Every time she does that, she moves forward a little bit. So like every 10 times you do that, you save like 1 frame. So anytime there's nothing else to do, we just do that.
Right.
And do you want to
So Glove
explain
is
what's
not
going
just-
on here, Charles?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So actually, if you blinked, you might have missed it. But just now, Glove used what's called a moonfall, which allows you to uncap your falling speed. Ordinarily, like if you were not playing with using moonfall, that tower room a few moments ago would take. I actually don't even know how long the room used to take before moonfall, but much longer. With the uncapped fall speed, you can like zoom through that room. You even clip through a platform near the bottom of the room. You're moving so fast. It's kind of one of the more noteworthy glitches of the run because technically speaking, this run is a no major glitches run. So some of like the true glitches, I guess, are generally few and far between, and also don't really make they rarely make like a visually impactful or impact, I guess, on the run.
So I love just in general, like just how much tech is available in this game. It's like when I played it casually and friends said, "Oh yeah, try this." I was like, how do you all remember all of that tech? How?
For sure.
Years of playing. Like I remember before I have even got into the speedrunning scene, I remember back in 2017, like I heard like, oh, there was this big discovery in Super Metroid and you can fall really quickly. And so I booted up my ROM and I was like, sure, I'll try this out.
Judge it just on just
and I think one of the cool things about Moonfall is that like
not uncommon that
it's actually pretty easy to do for how flashy it is.
Obviously, that's like very different than like doing it in a speedrun and doing it in a fast way, but like between wall jumps and mock balls and then also Moonfall, none of those are like actually very physically demanding, at least in like just doing one. But yeah, nice start here. We got bombs. So this is kind of the first like little mini boss of the run. So Glove, again, we're doing a PRKD. Again, that's referring to the boss order. If you were doing a different boss order, we would still start with this mini boss. This is still the boss order right now in the route we've so far run is identical no matter what we would be doing. So that's kind of cool. And I can let y'all know when we would deviate. But good bomb chorizo fight. Yeah. A nice Alcatraz.
I'm so thankful for that fight.
I'm so jealous of how easy you made that Alcatraz.
You can easily lose like 3 to 5 seconds by just making a really small mistake in that fight.
Yeah. It was a long time ago, but I too remember like learning that trick and like, you know, the gratification too of like actually getting it. Okay, we're in a little bit of a weird situation right now. I generally speaking want to enter this room with full resources. Okay, thank you for those missiles. Please,
Okay,
please.
this
Okay,
is
nice.
this is fine. I lost a lot of
Okay.
time there, but our resources are really
Yeah.
good. So that is
Yeah.
a point where we would deviate if we were running another route that picks up health earlier. So this route is a bit more dangerous to begin with because we're fighting Fantoon, which normally you expect to have the Varia suit by that point, which reduces all damage by 1/2. So we want to
Right.
hold on to all the energy we can.
And so this right here, this is the first like major sequence break of the run. We can go over here and get super missiles long before you're actually supposed to. Generally, you should get them from fighting a mini boss, Spore Spawn. But rest in peace, Spore Spawn. We're just gonna leave that guy alone. We're not even gonna fight Spore Spawn. So anyway, yeah, that's our first super pack.
And super management from here on out is a pretty defining feature of the run.
Yeah. And that can be a pretty interesting thing to go into potentially. Like, I think every runner sort of has their own comfort level of like what ammo they're used to. And then if they're maybe low on ammo, what they might do to try to recover from that. That can be a really interesting nuance to get into with like how different runners play the game. But so far, obviously, there's like not much wiggle room in all of that. But it's just kind of a thing to keep note of maybe later on.
Absolutely. I am paying a little bit of attention to like, I've had a couple chances to get item drops, and I've gotten one health drop and one missile drop in the opposite order I would have liked them, but it's not really a big deal.
And just to call it out, kind of going over a little bit more ammo stuff. So yeah, Fantoon is the first major boss we'll be fighting on this route. And Glove right now, she has 7 missiles, which is actually like potentially one more than you'd maybe normally have. Or 2 more rather, I guess. But just having 2 more here is actually huge. I'm usually like breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief on my own runs when I have 7 here. Yo, nice red tower. Let's go.
Thanks.
That is not an easy room.
I fell a little bit at the beginning, so I couldn't go for the harder
Yeah.
strategy there. But you actually have to do those wall jumps fairly quickly.
Right.
Because what you didn't see there was there's actually a block at the top that I shot out. And if you don't wall jump up quickly enough to follow your shot, then it will just despawn and it won't shoot at the block.
Right. So if you were to go like really any slower there, you would have to do 2 travels like up the room, which can also just, you know, obviously it's slower, but it can also make it more dangerous because there's like floating turtles. I think they might actually have a name, Glove, if you do you know them, but
They're not the Rippers, but
wait, isn't it Ripper? Is it not Ripper?
are those also the Rippers? I thought that was maybe just
I
the
don't know.
wait.
They're turtles.
Yeah, the turtles.
But yeah, if you were to do that room any slower, then you like wouldn't be able to. It just messes everything up.
All right,
okay,
moment
so
of
we
truth
go
here.
forward.
This is one of the, like, arguably the first big roadblock of the run. I have to do a kind of tricky bomb jump here. All right, nice.
Nice. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool strat. And that's like a really interesting thing too. So that was horizontal bomb jump. It's a really weird mechanic in the game. There's kind of there's nothing else in the game I would say like it, in my opinion. And it just the smallest bit of timing, like if your timing shifts or drifts over time, which kind of happens to everyone, it can go from being like a very trivial trick to being like impossible. But anyway, that was awesome. First try is really great.
Yeah, and the issue with that trick, like, because it's so timing based, you either get it first try or 5th try.
Yeah, that is kind of how it goes. But yo, we're at Fantoon, so this is kind of the first major RNG-ish thing of the game and first big boss, so we'll see how this goes. But Fantoon can be tricky, sometimes trickier than other times. I wish he wasn't like that, but okay. Okay, I need to borrow that strat glove. That was nice. Good, very good first round fast. Oh my gosh, okay. So I'm kind of remarking on Fantoon's patterns here.
All right, so that was a fast slow. That's a pretty kind of average RNG, a little bit better than average even. I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah, I think that was excellent. Yeah, a good 2-round Fantoon there. As I was kind of saying, Fantoon's sort of known for being one of the RNG heavy parts of the run, sort of, and it's dependent on the patterns. Like, so Glove, she just now mentioned getting a fast slow, so that's a 2-pattern fight. The first pattern was a fast, second pattern was a slow. Obviously, ideally, the more fast, the better, but fast slow is actually perfectly reasonable and good.
And something else that, oh no, that's really bad actually.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need to farm. I did not mean to fall into that spike. Tried to jump a little bit too late. I need at least 121 health for a section coming up. So hopefully I have a few enemies that I'm going to be farming anyway. Hopefully they give me what I need. It was a little ugly, but nice, I'm good. I would like to get at least one more health drop, ideally.
For sure.
But this is like, I can continue.
Nice.
Without having to do any extra farms. Okay, I am gonna do one extra farm there. Only got a missile. Okay, this is really good health now.
Game was like, you got a somewhat nice Fantoon. Here's something else in exchange.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That was also really scary there. I didn't want to say anything.
I wasn't going to say it either.
it's very easy to take an extra hit there, and then I'm just dead. Because those spikes do 60.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a little scary, but whatevs. We're good. We're
frosty.
Here. Yeah. Is this a sub 14?
I'm not looking at the clock. Right. I feel like it can't be. This has been really messy.
Okay, I think you're really close, actually.
I won't tell. I'll tell you what time I looked at.
Okay.
At the end. Write this down.
Okay. Oh, so okay, a real quick trivia thing. Everyone always asks this question. I don't blame people for asking, but it comes up enough. I feel like I have to mention it. So just now we got gravity suit. So we went from having just the default suit, which is called the power suit. Sometimes I forget the name of it because I never like actively consider it as a suit, kind of. But anyway, we started with the power suit. We did not get Varia, and then we got gravity suit. And people often ask, people who are more familiar with randomizers in this game, they'll often ask, why didn't you get Varia for like the heat protection before going to Ridley? Like, don't you need Varia for heat protection in lower Norfair? Because in randomizers, often gravity suit will not give you heat protection. But in the vanilla game, gravity suit will give you both heat protection and like the water movement too. So in terms of the vanilla game, gravity suit is actually like extremely overpowered. It basically just it almost makes Varia suit completely redundant or useless. Not exactly, but very close. So yeah, it's just kind of a cool thing. I think that like a really neat interaction that like it's one little thing in the game that allows us to make PRKD a route at all. If Varia suit was required for heat protection, PRKD would definitely be an impossible, like, any percent route.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that we kind of passed by there that I would just like to point out, the reason why I was so happy to get that last health drop is it allowed me to get 2 supers from those little cactus enemies. Because in this game, if you are at 29 health or lower, the game will only give you energy.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
which is like
can
really
be
nice
weird
if you're about to
situations.
die. But
Yes.
we know that like I'm about to pick up an energy tank a few rooms from now.
Yeah, so kind of going back also what we were talking about earlier with like resource management in this run, this segment is huge about resource management and like resource allocation and what are you doing to build up your resources, because basically from here, right after this long stretch of kind of casual seeming rooms, we're going to be going into Lower Norfair, which is really scary, and then we'll fight Ridley, which is even scarier. And then we have to get out of there too. So all of your resources right now, you're basically, there's like an active accumulation of everything at the moment. So it all adds up and you all carry it with you.
Mm-hmm. And also like these rooms are so difficult.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen in a marathon setting. I have messed up nearly every single one of these rooms. And
Right.
it's like none of it is debilitating, but it's like if I'm losing, 2 seconds here, 1 second there, or whatever. It really adds up. This is one of the most difficult segments. It's one of the segments that like even higher level runners can really lose time in compared to like the top level runners.
Yeah, definitely. So
Shout out to
just
Charles. I stole that business center up from
Did you? Okay, thank you. I hope it's good. I have to admit, I'm always a little afraid when people tell me that. But if it works, and yeah, I guess just to kind of call out things to like, what if anyone's wondering, like, what is it that the runner is paying attention to right now? Like, what is kind of going through the runner's head at this point in the run? For me, kind of again calling out resources. Like, I'm hugely like every room and every moment of this segment, I'm like looking at my resources, kind of analyzing like, how should I play this next room to get more resources? How are my resources right now? Can I skip a resource drop later? And I would say based on 11 missiles and 8 supers, this is actually a great spot. Glove is in a great spot right now.
Mm-hmm. That was a little bit of a scary mock ball just there. So you saw I froze those 2 platforms to get me enough run speed to do a mock ball along. If you miss that mock ball, I think it can be like 10 seconds time loss or something crazy.
Yeah, like at least.
Another really cool room here.
Okay.
So there's a cool strat where you can do a bunch of damage boosts along the top, which we have not mentioned yet.
Oh, damage boost, yeah. Okay, I did not know you went for right side Bubble Mountain.
And then,
Very nice.
lost a little bit of time at the end, but I got the hard part of it. Those wall jumps are insanely tricky.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the things I really love
boost.
about this game is like, in something like Castlevania or other games, you hear runners talk about like damage boosts, and it's like, oh, you get hit by an enemy and the knockback will send you somewhere desirable, right? In Super Metroid, it's actually a built-in mechanic where if you are holding jump and in the direction you're getting knocked back, then you will actually like fly backwards in that direction with like a bunch of extra speed, which can be really useful.
Yeah. And there's like a ton of nuance in damage boost as well. There's like specific frames you might want to start your damage boost.
Yeah, like I did one
to
right
get like
there.
a certain trajectory. Yeah, it's actually crazy. And sometimes I get upset because some of them are really hard. And I'm like, why does it have to be hard? But but that's also why we love the game too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite things about the game that it's like nobody's ever going to come close to playing like TAS throughout the whole run. Every single room, there's like that human variability element to it because the movement is just so complex. And now we're grabbing one of the last items we're going to pick up in the entire run, Wave Beam. This supplements our damage. It's also going to let us do some pretty cool special attacks later on.
Yeah. I guess do you want me to go into those right now? Or I guess we can wait for Meridia, kind of.
Yeah, so you can do... I've never done a forward deboost there. You can do special attacks on Ridley. I have recently switched to them. I'm not going to be doing them here because they're actually kind of scary health-wise. But if you just look at a lot of the top level runners, they'll do X Factor Ridley, which is really cool. Nice.
Okay. Sorry, I went quiet a little bit there because that's a hard trick, especially if you mess it up. But nice. Yeah, that's called Lava Spark. Yeah, that was really cool. It's the fastest way to get into the Lower Norfair here with this route. It's very scary, but it's also like super cool to actually be able to get in a run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you mess it up, your health is terrible for this section of the game.
Yeah.
Which is like just the hardest section of the game. In terms of like death. Right, I can take 2 hits here without dying.
Jeez.
Okay, I just have to reload that room. That's okay. We have the extra power bombs.
Yeah.
This is called the worst room in the game for a reason.
Right. Okay, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that room's really
that's kind of an
scary.
all or
All of
nothing.
those enemies do 50 damage to you.
I definitely have my share of deaths in that room.
Oh, yeah. No one has more deaths there than speedrunners, though, I can tell you that.
I believe you.
Yeah.
And here we show a cool little effect of the Shine Spark. Anytime you Shine Spark, you shoot echoes out from Samus that actually deal damage, which I guess we haven't gone over Shine Sparking. Essentially, after you get the speed booster, there's like a built-in game mechanic that lets you sacrifice health to fly through the air really quickly.
Okay, that was one little extra hit from that homie, but it's totally fine how it goes. We still got plenty of health. These guys coming up should give us health too. We'll be using the echoes as well here to kill these enemies. You can see this Shine Spark, and then it shot out like a diagonal projectile there. It's a pretty weird mechanic. I don't know if the other Metroid games do that or have something similar to those echoes, but it's actually really, really cool. You can like use your spark as like a projectile attack. So yeah, we're coming up to Ridley. These are actually pretty great resources for the most part. A little bit of a scam powerbomb drop there, but it's okay.
Ah. Yeah, in spite of everything, my health is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, these are good resources.
Okay, well, Ridley wants to take my health with all these pogos. So there's a few different things Ridley can do. He can pogo, or he can swoop.
Okay, Ridley. Oh my gosh, Ridley being a little difficult here.
Yeah,
But this
I
is
don't
fine.
think that one hit. He should be dead here.
Okay, nice. Whew. Okay, that was a little bit of a wild fight at times. Ridley is such a crazy boss. I know if you're like just watching, and obviously like, you know, if you don't know, then how do you know? But if that's a way to describe it. But sometimes in the Ridley fight, it can look almost like Ridley's not even doing anything. Like Ridley's bouncing up and down. You can just camp in the left corner. Like how is Ridley even fighting? How is that fight scary? But I'll tell you right now, Ridley can go insane sometimes in ways that I still have like never seen before. And there were a few weird moments there at that fight, especially when Glove started using supers in the fight. If you miss a super, it's usually like a really scary moment because the fight, your supers do huge damage, twice as much as your beams. So losing a super can be like really scary. But anyway, Glove did great. Okay, we missed a short charge here. That's fine.
Loses a lot of time, unfortunately, but that short charge is really annoying.
Yeah. So yeah, this is LN Escape, Lower Norfair Escape. Okay, nice manip.
Yeah, so I actually laid the bombs and moved Samus in a pretty precise pattern there because those key hunters are global and they're gonna swoop at Samus even when she is off screen. So I was trying to get them in a place where they wouldn't be in my path because like just about everything in here does 50 damage.
Right. There's some more key hunters in this room as well.
All right, nice. We are out of the scariest section of the game in terms of death.
Whew. Okay, yeah, that's definitely another hold my breath kind of a moment. It can just, you miss one jump and suddenly you're in kind of a weird pattern with those enemies, and then missing one jump sort of leads to missing another jump, and things can get really crazy really fast. So Glove did a great job. Did that guy actually give you a super?
Yeah, I don't remember the last time. So these are some really rare drops I'm getting. I would almost like a missile.
Yeah, I would definitely want a missile here.
Because otherwise I'm gonna have to lose a little bit of time in a different room.
And I guess just catching people up. So again, we're doing PRKD. That is the boss order. We've now defeated the first two. So that's the P and the R in that boss order. And the next is going to be Kraid. It's kind of comical how this goes in a way because Vantoon is definitely scary and difficult. Ridley is really scary and really difficult. But then Kraid, usually not much. Kraid doesn't usually have much to say. Assuming we don't get the stand-up glitch. Yeah.
Another super.
Crazy.
So in this next room, I'm gonna have to. Normally, you can super that key hunter and save a little bit of time. I have to jump there. It's not a huge deal, but it's kind of annoying because I'm gonna need all my all my missiles. I use 2 of them here to kill Mini Kraid, who drops us 1,000,000 supers. And then this Kraid fight should be over in kind of a breeze. So I'm getting in position and I'm shooting the wave beam down here. There's some claws off screen that I'm hoping to shoot out to reduce some lag.
Very nice. So we did not get a Kraid stand-up glitch either, as they call it. So that was the Kraid quick kill. In a casual playthrough, Kraid will like stand up, and there's kind of like a part 2 to the fight, but you can kind of just skip it. So that's what we did here today.
Crazy super drops, by the way. I'm really sad more of those weren't missiles because our missiles are not that good. It's not a big deal. Like, it's a champagne problem.
I would say, yeah, that is a hard problem to have. How dare I get more supers?
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of the route again, so we've now killed Mini Kraid twice. That's the mini version of Kraid looking guy in that long hallway we just passed up, but you kill him once on the way to Kraid and then again leaving Kraid, like heading to Meridia. It's actually crazy how impactful that one enemy is on the run because he's basically always guaranteed to give you a large quantity of supers. There's a tiny bit of RNG deviance in that, but not much. But that alone is kind of one of the main reasons that PRKD can work, because he's like a guaranteed super refill, and we need those supers here for some of these next bosses and enemies. Yeah, we're now in Meridia. We're going to be heading to Batoon. That's our next mini boss, and then Dragon not long after that.
Yeah, and you're about to see X Factors. So essentially, this game has a cool function where if you have only charge and one other beam equipped, then you can expend a power bomb to do a special attack, it's really a novelty thing for most of them. Most of them are absolutely useless. X factoring is hugely important, though.
Right, so the special move for the wave beam, so that's what Glove has equipped right now, is just wave beam. It's called X Factor, and that's what we just now used. So Glove, she just now used X Factor on Batoon, which was able to spawn in a series of particles that hit Batoon the moment he emerged from his tunnel. And, you know, therefore it's like a quadruple instant hit. And that's like how this fight can be done effectively and with very little ammo. But X Factor has another good use here coming up, actually, also for Dragon.
First, I'm going to be... Oh, that was a little sus. Oh, no.
Okay.
I
Okay,
did
yeah.
one
we
less
missed a
jump
trick.
than I normally do there. Normally, you can just spark across that whole room.
Right. Yeah, ideally you can just horizontally spark across this entire room. You only really have one shot at it though. And the moment you mess up, you just can't go for it. There's like no fixing it. But anyway, still, good backup room there. And it still kind of, sort of works out, kind of, almost, by missing it because you have more health for this fight, which also potentially means more health after the fight too. Obviously, like, you know, we would rather save the time always, but sometimes the health can weirdly work out. Kind of. Yo, nice. Okay. Good X Factor opener there, too.
Oh, this isn't gonna kill her.
Okay, nice. Okay. Good 2-round. Technically not like an ideal 2-round. Okay, yo, nice spike suit too. Okay, so that little, moving on from Dragon a little too quick here because Glove did something really sick there at the end of the fight. Okay, these resources are actually so good.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, Glove,
So I have a stored Shine Spark right now.
Yes.
Which I'm going to use right here.
Nice. And with that, so now we've beaten all 4 main bosses, and now we can just head back to kind of the start of the game, to the statue room. We've finished the objectives. We don't need any more drops or items. So we're kind of just heading to Mother Brain.
I think that was far enough to the left. Just barely, yeah. It's really easy to just fall into that little hole in the piping and lose a second. Oh, yo, nice. That wall jump's really hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. The better you get at speedrunning, the stuff you get hype about, right? Like when you are like first checking out, you know, Super Metroid, you're like, oh, moonfalls are super cool. And they are, right? But visually, they're like really cool. They like mess up the tiles and whatnot. And then the further along you get, you're like, oh, that was a really nice wall jump.
Right.
Like the most basic seeming movement can be really precise.
Right. Yeah, like all these little rooms here, they're not fancy. They're really not. I wouldn't call them fancy, but there's so much nuance in the way that you like just jump onto a platform, and the way that one platform jump can carry into another. Mm-hmm. Do you go for the parlor wall break?
Yeah.
Okay. That was okay. I wasn't sure.
I don't think there's a way to get it from that position.
Okay.
That looked like it came out way too short.
Yeah. I've tried occasionally doing it where you can like do the speed keep fix, but yeah.
Oh, I messed with that years ago, and I haven't thought about that in a minute.
Yeah, I think there's a few scenarios where it can work, but...
All right, and this is G4. A little bit of a cutscene here. All these statues are fading away. If you came earlier in this game into this room, you would see whichever bosses you've beaten. those statues would turn gray. We've defeated all of them. But I would like to use this sort of little bit of downtime to shout out the Super Metroid community. I think that it's obviously, I think the game's really sick, but the thing that has kept me playing it for 5 years is truly the community. You know, super cool people like Charles here with me on comms, as well as just so many other runners. You know, I've made so many friends through this community, and I am really thankful for it. And I think everyone in the community will like trip over themselves to help new players out. I really love it. I love the camaraderie of it all. We have a Discord. If you just look up like Super Metroid Discord, you should probably be able to find it. And I highly welcome any new runners.
Yeah, now we're in Torian. This is a very interesting, or potentially like extremely technical part of the run because you're constantly like item switching, menuing, reacting to your equipment, and then like maybe choosing a different item depending on what you got. Okay, right now our drops are looking pretty good. This can be sometimes a very frustrating part of the run. Sometimes if you're not getting like resources you really want. Okay.
This is a little scary. We can finish the run from here, guaranteed.
Yes. Okay, I'm holding my breath here. Ideally, that 8 super count at the top becomes 10. Okay, sweet.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Oh, God.
But yeah, you like haven't run Super Metroid if you haven't like not gotten the resources you need and then complain. One thing that brings us all together is complaining. Something like that.
So
Okay,
I messed up a deboost in the previous room, and now my health is extremely bad. That's okay. Next, we gotta skip this baby. It's a really long cutscene. That was extremely scuffed. That was not how I normally do it, but we are through.
I was a
If
bit
it works,
curious.
it works.
Okay, so you're not grabbing the health. I'm just confirming here.
So
Okay.
I mean, as long as it's okay, I figure if I die, we can just load up the practice hack and do the escape in there.
Okay. So yeah, this trick right here is Zeb Skip. Okay, nice. Yeah, those red barriers are called a Zebitite, so Zeb Skip, glove there, skip right past it. That's probably, that and Moonfall is probably like the biggest actual glitches of the run. Okay, nice. Those turrets can sometimes block your shots and unfortunately soft lock you if that happens. But yeah, so other than Moonfall and Zeb Skip, yeah, the game is essentially like vanilla played, which is really cool, I think.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting, the rules for clipping. It's kind of like anything that's inbounds. Like the Zebitites are kind of technically enemies, so we're not really worried about going through them. I am counting here, so.
Okay. So yeah, this is a 60 shot fight. If you had plasma beam, which some other routes would if you had plasma beam, this would be a 20 shot fight. Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
She's got this.
Oh.
Okay. So, an unfortunate thing happened here. We're actually guaranteed death because we're under 301 health. Unfortunately, the way this fight goes is that 301 is the lowest amount of health you can have, such that you can not die here. There's a guaranteed hit you have to take. So yeah, Glove, I'm not sure what's the best like recovery here. That was a very close fight though for a bit.
Yeah, it will take like 15 extra seconds. If it's okay with the host, I can load up the practice hack and go through the rest of the game really quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool.
Actually,
Okay.
while you load that up, I'll let everybody know that like I know we talked about Frost Hotels coming up in March and AGDQ coming up in January. We also don't want you to miss out on Black in a Flash upcoming events. Check out Speeding Through the Holidays, December 27th and 28th, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Back to Black will return February 5th through 8th, 2026, and it'll be benefiting Race Forward. So, best friends in chat, use exclamation point BAF in the Twitch chat right now if you want to learn more about those awesome marathons.
All right, yeah, so we just skipped a cutscene there where the baby Metroid came back and saved us, drained Mother Brain of her energy, and gave us this nifty rainbow beam that allows us to fight Mother Brain 3 really quickly.
I'm actually curious if this just now is faster than not dying.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Yeah, actually. That's funny. Cool.
Anyway, yeah, you saw someone in chat there mentioned the hit from the bomb that I took. If you, right as the bomb is exploding, fall directly in the middle of it, it'll do 0 damage to you. I believe it actually technically does either 1 or 2 damage to you that then gets halved for each suit you have, so it gets halved to less than 1.
Okay.
And here, this room of the escape, if one thing goes wrong, you can lose a lot of time.
Yeah, this one's a classic.
Yeah, it is named Leodoc's Room after a runner who unfortunately lost an extremely close race due to just some real shambles in this room, not entirely unlike those shown here. But yeah, one little spark up. And some really cool, this room isn't very flashy, but it's like a really cool combination of wall jumps and ledge grabs that I actually have a lot of fun with.
Yeah, for sure. It's sometimes dizzying to practice these rooms because of all the exploding going on.
And this is gonna be
really cool.
time.
GG's.
So, pretty unfortunate there about the death. It's just going to happen. Mother Brain's one of those fights that it's one of the easiest boss fights in the game, but if something goes wrong, you're just dead. So,
well, GG, low 43.
And
that probably would have been like a 43 2x or something, or even 43 3x if I hadn't had to reload stuff. So, but still a run I'm really happy with.
now, remember that time I said I looked at spikes? You were curious if it was like sub 14.
So it's the gravity pickup itself is where the sub 14.
It was about 1330 when I saw it.
Okay.
So if that's in spikes, that's probably like a little bit north of a 14 grav. That's probably like a 1405 or so.
Bill, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Excellent run. GG Glove.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Yeah. Aside from that death, I'm pretty happy with that. Nailed a lot of the major stuff. But I think it also shows just how big of a deal movement in individual rooms is. Like, aside from full halfy, I think that was like the major trick that I missed. But even so, that was maybe as much as almost a minute off of my PB just from the movement between rooms. And that's what I really love about this game, is every single room matters. And like Charles sort of alluded to earlier, it's like, there's these snowballing consequences where what happens in one room can affect how you play the next one and whatnot in a really cool way.
Yeah, and I guess an additional thing I would add to that too is just that I would say that this game is very like visually, like every runner has their own like almost visual style, not even necessarily on purpose. Like I don't think runners usually like say I want my gameplay to look like this, but everyone kind of has their own way to approach every room, and it's really cool to see like different people's approaches. I mean, there were numerous things there I saw Glove do that I feel like I should pick up or check out myself. So that was awesome.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
And then any more shout outs from both of you? Who are you? Where can they find you? What are you currently playing? All that good stuff.
Yeah, I guess I can start. I am Glove. My Twitch is glove_SM. I'm trying to stream a little bit more often. And since sometime in the summer, I have been grinding any percent down. When I started the grind like half a year ago, I think I had a low 44 and now I'm at a high 42 and I'm trying to continue until I can get that 41. And then also, again, just shout outs to the community. Join the Discord if you are at all interested in running this game. We have people who play the vanilla game. We have people who play randomizers. There's like a huge map rando which shuffles around all of the rooms of the game and has a casual community and a competitive community.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm Charles. My Twitch is SM Charles, so almost the same thing as glove_SM, but the SM in front and no underscore. But anyway, yeah, both of us love any percent. It's definitely my favorite category. Is it your? I guess it's your favorite category as well. You said it was the premier category, so I assume it's your favorite too. Maybe. Okay.
There's so many cool ways to play this game, right? There's 100%, there's low percent ice, reverse boss order. But I think any percent's so cool because it is the most grinded category. It's so optimized. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, both of us are actively running any percent. So, check us out. But if you're not into any percent, there's people who run 100% and other stuff too. So yeah, thank you for inviting me for a commentary.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to this Fatal Showcase episode of Express Lane. Now, if you've been liking what you're watching and you want to get involved with the GDQ community, I got you. You can join the super official, super awesome, super games done a quick Discord and add that hotfix enjoyer role. You can stay in the loop on all the upcoming events. You can chat with staff and a whole bunch more. So, best friends in chat, some of you probably already know, Discord in that Twitch chat right now if you want more info on that role. But moving on, we are going to the horror genre and our wonderful friend Abby's Corner with Silent Hill F UFO ending. So hello, friend. How are you once more?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Silent Hill game that doesn't take place in Silent Hill. This would be the second one, because, Silent Hill 4 doesn't take place in Silent Hill either. So, yeah. But yeah, I am joined by the lovely Pandemonium, who also speedruns this video game.
I do.
Yes. As well as other games like Yakuza and what have you. But yeah, in 3, 2, 1, let us begin the run. So this game has actually changed quite a bit in the last month. We can't backdash anymore. Sedge, they patched it. But also, they made the game functional now. Hooray. Because for your viewing entertainment, I asked Oscar, would you like frames or would you like the game to be pretty? And Oscar said, pretty. So here we are, because that's what's happening. But yeah, so the game is now more stable. Hooray. And also, you can change the graphical settings and it can run at 120 frames if you want to, instead of, dying a death as we're running down the hill to go find our friends. There's not really a lot to talk about in the beginning because of that, because there's literally nothing you can do. Not even go through...
Yeah, you can't even dash.
The driver's side of an opened car out the passenger side. So no, instead we're gonna go a different way. It's not even an option. And then you're like, oh, okay. And then we're gonna walk and take 14 steps.
Yeah, but you can technically still backdash. They just nerfed it, so we used to like put on a specific omamori, and you could just infinite backdash basically. The caveat being that if you get hit, you die instantly, but just don't get hit, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Talking to someone that has run Expedition 33, and it's, oh, you're fine, just parry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, okay.
There's no parrying here. You just gotta hope you don't get hit. But we don't have to worry about that anymore.
I think the cursed sword is the only one that can like parry, but yeah, we don't get that for UFO.
We don't even see it in UFO.
Yeah, that's true. We don't even see it.
So here we have Shu, and then we're going to be chased by spoilers ourselves, but you have to play through the game to understand that. So we're just gonna run away from the fog and these nice flowers. Luckily, Hinako has done track and field. Hooray. So we can't get grabbed by these flowers yet, and I say yet because there are like 3 cutscenes, and also gives us the chance to be caught. But if we're caught by the flowers, we lose time, and who wants to lose time in a speedrun? So once we pass the 3rd cutscene, we're fine to get caught because we still have to wait for the monster to hit a certain spot. And so now we're free to get hit by flowers. We're not going to, presumably, hopefully, but you know, we're free to get hit now. As we're just running as fast as we can through the streets as flowers are trying to grab us and as a monster is going to enact tryptophobia upon us. That's another reason you wouldn't want to get caught is, you know, if you're afraid of tryptophobia, because it is totally a thing in this game. Warning, tryptophobia is everywhere, depending. So we've been hurt. Our sister has saved us. I'm not going to pick up the bandage because unlike endings 2, 3, and 4, which are like, please do not take these capsules, ending 1 and ending 5, aka UFO ending, do not care. If you take a capsule, you are locked into ending 1. Or, you know, UFO ending, which doesn't care because it doesn't even go through the entire game. But if you take a single pill, it is like you are locked out. Oof. Which is big O-nos.
Yeah, it's really fun to get towards the end of the game to find out, like, in Hinako's house, you find out just what ending you have. Like, the puzzles will change in there, and yeah, if you're doing a run, you're like, oh no, my run's dead now. Because you accidentally ate a pill.
Dun, dun, dun. But we don't go to Hinako's house in this one, so we're fine.
We don't have to worry about that.
Yay!
But we do have to worry about this mannequin. It is so funny, because if you are playing on 120 frames per second, she is completely free. But on 60 frames, you have to dodge away from her. Otherwise, she is going to grab you. And if you get slowed down, you've done a perfect dodge, which does refill your meter. But again, you're in slow motion, so it's like, oh no. So that is bad. But luckily, you can dodge out of it immediately. The thing you do have to worry about, though, in UFO ending is making sure you turn on this radio. Because if you don't turn on this radio, then the aliens won't come.
Yeah.
Aliens in the UFO ending? What?
I know, right? And now we don't have to worry about anything until Chapter 3. Technically, there aren't chapters, but the way the people who made the timer, they have split everything into chapters. So if you're ever confused, like, when does it tell you it's chapter insert number here? It doesn't. It is specifically for speedrun purposes that we call them chapters.
Yeah, which really confuses me, like when you go to set up live split for this game and you're like, I don't know what chapter that is. Like, what chapter is that? They don't tell me that.
The answer is you use the auto splitter, and the auto splitter will tell you what the chapters are. There are 16 in total. So now we're just running away from monsters. Also, there is a reason that I healed, and that reason is so that I can get past a hitbox easier, which is actually coming up soon. Again, we're not really fighting anything. You don't really fight anything in UFO Ending, to be fair. There's like 2 things in the entire run that we're gonna fight. One of them being a boss. So there we go. There's the hitbox that I was trying to pass. For whatever reason, when I'm in a damaged state, it's much harder. And I'm like, I don't understand. Because here's the thing. There's no speed differences. Hinako will always run at the same speed, which is great. And then I'm going to grab the kitchen knife.
I don't know. I guess when she's damaged, she just becomes really wide. I don't know.
I don't know. Double dodge past that one, which is a thing that I found out when Oscar asked me to do this show, and I was like, oh, huzzah, I don't have to wait for the death animation anymore. Hooray. One of the things is when you are in real world, as I call it, your weapons will degrade over time. And when you're in Fox world, they don't. But again, since we're only fighting 3 things in the entire game in the real world, we don't really have to worry about our knife being damaged. You can repair them with toolkits and what have you. I actually just passed the first toolkit that you can grab, but it's not too big of a deal. Now we're entering that fight that we have to do, which is against 3 mannequins. Sometimes this mannequin will die in 1 hit, other times it'll die in 2. It's kind of random what you're gonna get. And that's the end of chapter 1, and all of a sudden she has a pipe in the cutscene. And now we are off to Foxland. And we have a puzzle to solve. Hooray!
Huzzah.
Because of course, puzzles. And how do you tell the answer? Well, you can zoom in on each of these, but because I've done this 1,100 times, we're done. But now we're in what I call headache land. So Hinako will get these headaches periodically, but you can dodge out of them. But the downside to this is the fact that Hinako's stamina will start recharging the second a headache starts. So it's kind of like, and also sometimes the game will debate you, where it's like, hey, by the way, you just dodged, but guess what? You weren't actually in headache mode, so guess what? Headache mode, and then you're like, oh, now I've just wasted 2 pips of stamina. Cool game. And now we're just following the Fox Man. The F stands for Fox, by the way.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen if we follow the Fox Man.
No, it will be fine.
Yeah.
Now, fun fact.
Okay.
Because we are on New Game Plus, we actually get to skip a puzzle here completely. Because on New Game, one of the dials is missing from the door we're heading to. But because New Game Plus just keeps the dial there, we don't have to go and try to find the dial. So it's like, huzzah. Puzzle skipped. Also, we never use this knife. However, I did accidentally discover that if you don't switch to the Nagata in the boss fight and you counter hit with the knife, you're still going to be fine.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay then.
That works.
This is not the door that I was referring to, but it's fine. Also, because we skipped the puzzle to find the dial, we actually skipped the introduction of an enemy type. So that enemy is just randomly going to appear when I unlock the door and grab the key. Surprise!
I will say I really like that they added like so many differences in the New Game Plus form of the run or the vanilla game. Like all the things that aren't really explained suddenly. Oh, this makes slightly more sense. Or here, this gear wasn't there before, now it is. It's like they want us to play it again.
5 times.
Right?
So here we are. Here's the example of the game debating me. You'll see how I dodged out the door and then it immediately went into headache mode right afterwards. So sometimes that'll just happen. It's completely random. Sometimes also, depending how you're holding your direction, you will also appear, like she'll be facing inside the room instead of out the door. And it's like, oh no. But yeah, because we're on casual difficulty, these guys do like no damage. Nothing actually does no damage. And now we're into chapter 3. So every time you're switching between Hinako and Foxworld Hinako, the game auto heals you every time. Even if you're playing on like the harder difficulties, it's just like whatever, it's fine. And then you're like, oh, okay. So there used to be a huge risk reward thing in chapter 3 with another enemy type that gets introduced. But on casual difficulty, it's always free because he just doesn't do enough damage. And despite the fact that I am using the Omamori that increases how much damage an enemy does, it's hilarious how it doesn't matter anymore. Because the Elephant Omamori allows you to not get stunned when you're hit, but also increases the damage you take. But it's, again, you'll see when I get to the part. I'm also using another Omamori that allows me to do a super counter hit, but it eats all the stamina. But because there is the Higashi, which gives you unlimited stamina for a period of time, it doesn't matter that it eats all your stamina because you'll be fine. And then with this enemy right here, the second it starts to make any kind of noise, it's usually a creak of the bones or whatever you want to call it, you want to start doing a dodge, otherwise it's going to grab you. Also, remember when I said aliens? Aliens.
Ooh,
So
aliens.
no matter which one of these you hit first, it will always drop the sword. But in order to do the UFO ending, you have to hit the posters in order, and they all have a number between 1 and 3. That is always the first one. In New Game Plus, which is what Panda runs, she doesn't hit that one. She'll go for, I believe it's the second one, because it's on the way to the school, because that weapon is actually very useful in New Game Plus. And very helpful. We don't pick it up here because again, we don't fight anything. So now we're gonna enter interact with a cutscene, and this is going to spawn a new enemy type. This is the enemy that I said would be a risk reward for just ignoring it. But again, as you'll see here, whether it does the wombo combo or not, because that's how it was a risk reward, is because it either is going to hit you twice and then roar at you, or it's going to continue to hit you for about a 5-hit combo. And that would kill you on story difficulty. So it was always like, do I risk it or do I not? But here it's just free because like the amount of damage you do is not even like half your HP.
Yeah, you take like no damage
combo.
now.
And also, fun fact, you can get hit in this cutscene, depending if they are near you enough. And you will know because you will hear the hit sound. And now we go to Scarecrow Land. I hope you're all ready for Scarecrow Land, because it's time.
I'm excited.
So here we go.
Yeah, this puzzle you kind of just need to memorize which ones you need to go to. And you get an additional fun factor of like the fog, where I guess technically if you mess with the graphic settings, you don't have the fog anymore.
Oh yeah, if you turn them to the lowest settings, so if you're playing like on 120, because for me to play on 120, I have to lower everything. There's no fog, you can see like the next group at all times. But the answer to that first group was the one with the sickle. The next one is going to be the one in the middle. To be fair, the game looks a lot creepier when you disable all the fog. Like, it just looks like a horror game because you're like, I'm walking in the abyss.
It just looks wrong.
Oh, gotcha.
So here we go. There's number 2. And then the next one you're going to want the one that has the pin in its spine. It also has a bird on its chest, but I didn't notice that at first. I always paid attention to the fact that the thing was in its spine. So I'm like, it's the one with the thing in its spine. Never mind the fact that there's a bird, like right there, very visible. And there we go. And this one will lead us to the 4th. You can't just go straight to the 5th one either. You need to grab each of these for the game to, like, I guess, uninvisible wall itself, I guess is the phrase I want to use.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, I guess, story flags the game wants you to do. Because if you try to keep going, the game will basically spawn you back to the beginning, like of whichever mannequin one you were on at that time. Not to the very, very beginning, but whichever one you were doing. The game's like, no, you have to solve the puzzle.
Yeah. And then for the fourth one, what you always want to remember is that they're in between two people. Also, if you grab the wrong one, it'll come to life and try to kill you. And it will prevent you from grabbing the next one. And yes, you can wake up every single one of them if you wanted to. I don't know why you would. Oh, we've all
It's fun. Because they follow you to the next one. They just follow you forever.
I just love the almost the same time, Abby, you're like, I don't know why anyone would, and Panda's like, I did it.
I also did it because the clues are actually very terrible to tell you which one you want. That was actually a complaint. I don't know if they ever fixed that, but the translation apparently was really bad for the clues. Anyway, that was number 5. Number 5 will always be the one that was furthest away from the starter scarecrow, which is usually just half a scarecrow body, and but still in the group, because you can see some even further away. And it's just like, no, you want to make sure that they're still in the group. And now we're in Foxland Part 2, where we got to run around a lot and also go into a room and do absolutely nothing in it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Yeehaw.
So intrigued.
Yeah,
Also,
there's a
the
lot
game,
of like random story triggers.
the game also likes you taking lefts. This is apparently a thing in most of the games that I play, is that the game's like, please take left turns, even though you wouldn't think to take left turns. And then we go in here, and then we gotta grab a key. Don't worry, we'll be coming back into this area soon, but not yet. So now that we have the key, we go back under, and now we're gonna head into that room that we do nothing in. Mm-hmm. Because it's going to unlock another door. Because literally it's like, oh, I have the key to open this door. There must be something in here. No. The goal is to turn around and do nothing. Just like this. There's nothing there. There's no cool secrets. There's no, like, food, healing items, nothing. And now we can get the Inari statue. Hooray! Or sculpture. But what is a sculpture but a tiny statue, am I right?
Exactly.
Also, we now get pirates. I don't know why I think they're pirates, but they're pirates. They've always been pirates. I've always called them pirates. It's because of the swords they use. It reminds me of, like, pirates.
Abby, I'm getting mixed signals. Do you think they're pirates?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's because the aliens.
Oh, yeah.
And now we get the Nagata. Fun fact, we only use the Nagata, like, once, because, like, I think the Fox Arm is, like, the next area, isn't it? It's been a while since I've played through the entire
Yep.
game. And
Yeah,
then,
I think you only use it if you're doing new game, probably.
And then it's like, everybody hates the Fox Arm because the Fox Arm kind of sucks. And it's like, I would have loved to have continued to, I don't know, use the weapons I had more than this giant Fox Arm. Thank you.
No, you must use this arm.
We don't see that arm in this category.
Nice.
So there we go. We're now in the library. She's very confused that there's a library here. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's a lakeside library. There's got to be, like, libraries that are near bodies of water, right?
Sure.
And we're just taking a lovely stroll through the library, and our friend who is dead, Sakako, is now talking to us. When I killed the 3 mannequins at the end of chapter 1, we find our friend dead. Or, like, we find her dead and then we get attacked, and then we, like, give her, like, a burial, if I recall correctly, at the end of chapter 1. And then we're like, what is happening? And boy, does the UFO ending have some fun things about that. So there we go.
Aliens.
Yeah, aliens. So we now have the orb, and now I hope nobody's afraid of creepy dolls, because now we have creepy doll enemies that have fused together into one giant doll. Also, I haven't switched weapons yet. Should probably remember to do that. I don't know if it's faster or slower to run with the knife or the Nagata. Sorry, you were saying.
I was saying with the creepy doll enemy. I was like, the first time I saw that, I'm thinking, oh, there's someone somewhere not happy playing this game right now when they see that enemy.
And there I've picked up the Higashi. That Higashi is very missable because you kind of do have to aim the camera at the ground in order to pick it up. It took me quite a while to actually find it and pick it up back when we had to use 2 of them for the run. And I was like, And then, yeah, but if you look down at the ground, you will be able to pick it up. And now we have the only boss fight of this category, who is Sakako, whose strategy completely changed when the new difficulty dropped. So it used to be counter hit, 3 hits, counter hit, and then death, but now it's counter hit, 1. Do not hit her any more times, otherwise she's going to teleport. And we have to hope that I can get the... Oh, nope. Sometimes Sakako wants to be nice and allow me to counter. Other times... Oh, come on. I wasn't even holding back and you went back. Apparently Hinako wants to make this difficult for us all. There we go. And then we're just going to not do that, but apparently do that. So hopefully she'll... Uh-oh. Oh, God, no. No! Why? Okay, we're going into phase 2. Welcome to phase 2, where she'll just disappear.
Yeah, ideally you want to do your best to not enter this phase at all, because as you can see here, she just goes wherever she wants, and she has this whole arena to do that.
Yep. And you have X amount of seconds before she kills your fear meter, which is the one with the flower on top, and then she does a massive amount of damage. I don't know how much damage that actually does. I have no idea why a heavy attack decided to just come out, because I didn't even hit that button. I think my controller is dying. Yay. But I'm not sure. So yeah, now we're just running. We used to backdash here. Backdashing is nerfed. Rip backdashing. So there we go. Also, when you're playing on the lowest settings, you can see Shu and Rinko run the entire way. You can kind of see them run the entire way if you pay close enough attention. But it's just kind of funny, because in the cutscenes where you meet back up with them each time, he's like, I killed some enemies and stuff while waiting for you. And it's like, no, you did not. I have watched you run the entire way. Like, you can see them being little blobs over there running forward. And it's like, you did nothing. Also, welcome to Chapter 5. I forgot to...
It's a heck of a way to introduce Chapter 5.
Of course, we're not going to see all of Chapter 5 because we don't do all of Chapter 5 because aliens.
We have to go look at posters.
I enjoy posters.
And then there's actually we're actually about to pass poster 3, but because you have to look at them in an order, we can't just go, let me go look at at poster 3 and then continue on to poster 2. No, you have to go to poster 2 first and then go back to poster 3. Luckily, poster 3 is also near the end of, or the little UFO that ends the game. But, like, it's kind of like, I would have liked to have interacted with poster 3, like, right now, and then ran back, but no. Also, whenever you hear an enemy making that scream, they're in a animation to grab you. Now, obviously, if you're far away enough, then you don't have to worry about it. But just know that something was able to see you and was going to try to grab and stab you. as we're just heading down here. We're also going to be waiting for one of the mannequins to get off the bridge. Because it is faster to wait for this thing to get off the bridge than to go and fight it on the bridge and get it to get off the bridge.
That's solid logic right there.
There we go.
See, aliens.
Yeah, aliens. And then
Yeah, she's just a pain.
they decided to go back on the bridge. That is very rare that they decide to do that to me. And I'm like, please don't. Curse you. And then we're gonna run to the third one, which again is all the way back here. Again, we don't go to the school, despite the fact that the game's like, please go to the school. It's like, no, thank you. Also, it's weird because the radio tells you that the bridge is out, but interacting with the radio and hearing that, Hinako doesn't tell everybody, oh, by the way, the bridge is out. I heard it on the radio.
Yeah, we go there for her to be like, oh yeah.
By the way.
No, there's now 3 UFOs. Sacre bleu.
Egats.
And then we gotta go see the big man. Luckily, he was out of the way enough, and that's time. That was the UFO ending. And now you get this comic strip. Very 60s comic strip of the ending of the video game. That is really cool because nothing's happening. They're just walking around town like everything's fine and dandy. But yeah, Panda, would you like to tell the fine people where they can find you?
Yep. You can find me at twitch.tv/pandemonium, and I have been doing all kinds of speedruns lately. We've been doing Silent Hill F, we've been doing Shenmue. Yeah, you never know. Never know what you're gonna see that day.
Yakuza from time to time. It's true.
True.
Some definite bangers.
And you can see me on twitch.tv/Abby's Corner, and it's Christmas Kiryu Kazuma, which means I have to play through 0, K1, K2, 5. I don't know why people don't consider Yakuza 2 to be a Christmas game when it's literally a year after to the day a year after the events of Yakuza 1, which is the Christmas game, because listen, 0, 1, and 2 all take place in December, okay? I'm just saying. But yeah.
I was not expecting hot takes like that. I love it.
It's true. Yeah, and also I'm playing Pokemon and things like that because I'm trying to complete the Pokedex of every Switch Pokemon game. Because I don't know why. But it's a thing. And I also speedrun a lot of different games. I actually just hit game number 60. So if you like a lot of speedruns, that's what you can also see on my channel. Yeah. Also, they're telling each other about embarrassing things in order to prove that they're not aliens, because apparently the thing that was chasing Hinako was actually a robot, but is out of batteries. So they're like, how do we tell we're not aliens? Tell embarrassing stuff that they would only know. So that's what's happening in the ending. I know I've been talking over the ending, but yeah, thanks for having us. Also, if you want to see some cool speedruns like Claire Obscure 33 and possibly in the future Killzone Shadowfall, you should follow Oscar424 on twitch.tv.
Well, I think y'all should follow both Abby and Panda for some absolute banger speedruns. And I still can't believe this UFO ending isn't the canon one, because I would totally believe that everyone was getting followed by a robot in this.
Yes.
Canon in my heart.
Right? The one true ending is the one that we have in our hearts.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is also the second game to feature a Silent Hill song. Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill song is still better. And yes, we got to the best part of the ending, where they all just beat up Shu because he's an idiot.
Well, on that, give GG's one more time to Abby for that absolute awesome run of Silent Hill F UFO, and GG's to Panda for some awesome commentary. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the final run of this Fatalis episode of Express Lane. And just a quick heads up, friends, if since this is the last run and you just came in, no worries. You can catch up on all of the past Hotfix shows, all of our special events, and GDQ marathons over at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello from the past. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. Even better, head over to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick and watch these shows live so you can interact with myself and the wonderful chat that we have there. So anyway, we are going, like I said, to our final run of the Fatalis episode, and that is going to be a super cool game that you all need to watch and check out. It is I Am Your Beast, all story levels, 80% with Flying Ludicolo. So hello, friend. How are you?
Hello there. A little bit tired, but this game is going to wake me up.
Totally.
This is I Am Your Beast, a first-person shooter by the Strange Scaffold team, a lovely indie game, which is going to take a lot of brain power to both play and commentate. So please be patient.
Oh, it's all good.
All right. This game has 26 story levels that we will be going through, as well as some bonus levels, which you should go play on your own. This entire speedrun is going to just be me telling you, please go play this game. We will get started with the tutorial in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. The tutorial is a lot of skipping over cutscenes, but also a lot of movement, as we'll be immediately going out of bounds here. I will give you a quick warning, anyone in chat. There will be some bird violence on stream. We'll be seeing a depiction of a dead bird. This game is about killing people, but the way we start is by seeing our player character, Alphonse Harding, getting upset that... I missed a skip, I'm sorry. That the Covert Operations Initiative, I don't remember what the I stands for, has their agents out in the forest and killing innocent animals. The agency is trying to drag in their best soldier to come back for one more mission, and we've had enough. We want our quiet and our lonesomeness here in this forest. So we take out our rage on anyone who interrupts that. So this tutorial jumps through all of the different ways to pick up weapons, to take out enemies, and general movement of the game. This is going to be 26 levels in about 25 minutes. Things are going to go quick.
Oh yeah. I was telling Ludicolo beforehand, it's like, I watched this a little bit in preparation for Frost Tales. I was like, instantaneously, I fell in love with this. Like, I'm buying this for my fiance, and he's gonna play this. This is so cool.
This game is very high energy, and in fact, the scoring at the end of every level is based on both the time and the ways that you take out enemies, based on headshot kills, throwing knife weapons, things of that sort. I am going to attempt a quick trick here. Nope, okay, that's fine. The sliding walls throughout the game have a bit of a glitch to them, which I will explain more in detail later. But this level introduces explosive barrels. Of course, cliche to first-person shooters, but fits perfectly in this game.
Totally.
This level includes a bit of a skip as the melee options in this game, the knife, your fists, as well as a tree branch weapon, if you use that, all have a quirk of sort of magnetizing you towards your enemy, of just like pulling you towards them if you're not close enough. And we are going to use that, to try and cross over. This is bad. Everything's fine. I tried to do some practice before the stream and things were not turning out well, but it's fine. We'll get through this.
Getting the bad vibes out early. That's how it works.
But punching that enemy lets you cross that pit, which you are not supposed to be able to jump. Next up, we go into starting gun, which adds in a new object in on some of these maps, a wasp's nest, which you can shoot and drop wasps on your enemy to take them out. What I try to do there is I intentionally knock down those two enemies and I try to stomp them simultaneously. It's a bit hard to line up, but it's very fun when you can successfully do it. This level introduces bear traps, an equipment-based weapon. So it doesn't take your weapon slot, it just lets you attack or either drop a bear trap down on an enemy or throw it across the map and just instantly hit them. Every level to this game has... Oh, I need to skip that at the start. Restarting the level as soon as you enter often skips... There we go. Just some extra bit of walking or some extra bit of dialogue, which... Again, I'm going to recommend go back and listen to the dialogue. It's really funny. But every level in this game has different objectives to it. And this one is one of the odd ones out where it is not to go destroy satellites or go activate laptops. This one is just to survive waves of enemies. And we will be finding a lovely spot here on this pipe to try and direct the enemies to spawn in just one corner of the map. As we have to kill about... I didn't do the math. There's a progress bar on the right side. Take a look at that for me. This tree doesn't have a collision for enemies, but does have collision for me, and I always am annoyed by that. As I am trying to take out these enemies, I am keeping a look at the bottom left of the screen. The mini-map doesn't show you the exact positions of where enemies are, but it gives you a vibe of where these red dots are. Where are we? We have enough left that I could probably just go... find the last ones. Perfect.
Nice.
What is up next? Mind the Gap. I don't have any notes on this level. Do you have any questions about this wild game?
No, I'm just vibing. Like I don't know how you can like headshot so quickly, so precisely while you're moving around. Like,
this game does have generous sort of auto aim to it. So it does make you look cooler than it actually
Honestly, I'll take
feels
it.
sometimes.
I'll take it.
All right, this level is a bit annoying. It introduces the sniper rifle along with the sniper enemy. Oh, okay. I am already out of my plan. Everything's freestyle now.
There we go.
I hope there's one enemy somewhere over here. Okay, cool. All right, and that is all of the enemies. So now we just try to escape the level as fast as we can.
I just love that if all else fails, chuck the weapon in. It's fine.
So chucking the weapon at them is very helpful because it knocks them to the ground, it stuns them for a minute, but it is often quite bad for the speedrun because the AI of the enemies now goes into, I have to find a new weapon. I have to find a new weapon in order to take down Harding, the character you play. And having unpredictable AI is very annoying in a speedrun.
Totally get it.
Okay, so these sort of cliffs around this level, they have a little trick to them, which I've been trying to use throughout the run, which is that if you slide as you are climbing up the cliff, the speed of your slide is preserved and sort of as you are climbing up, it carries over that sliding speed, which sometimes just lets you zoom across the map. Like, no, I didn't do it there. I'm sorry. I did a cool one before. And I will try to do another cool one at least once this run.
He's gone into the tunnels.
I have nothing for this level either.
No worries. No worries. Well, so I mentioned previously that Black and Flash has a couple marathons coming up. For those that don't know what Black and Flash is, it is a community that uplifts and connects black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year, like the ones we mentioned earlier, that will be raising money for fantastic charities and help celebrate black voices in the speedrunning scene. So if you want to learn more about Black and Flash, head over to gdq.gg/BAF, or again, use !BAF in the Twitch chat right now to learn more about the awesome group that is Black and Flash.
And perfect timing. Perfect timing. We are on to the next level, which happens to be the shortest level. I tried to show off a trick at the start of the run where you can just... Excuse me. I tried to show off a trick during the tutorial of the run where you can just jump on the trees in this game. And so...
yes, you can.
You can just completely skip the entirety of this level by crossing that little gap and saying hi to the sniper.
Oh. All right, then.
We are going into another survival level here, a sort of score-based level, where the enemies seem to just want to spawn in wherever they want. So I have to keep a careful watch. Oh, there's also a helicopter. I don't know if I mentioned the helicopter before, but the helicopter does... Their bullets are not magic. They're just normal bullets, so they do not care whether they hit you or the enemy. And sometimes it's easier to just try and line up the enemies to get taken down by the helicopter bullets instead of having to go around and find them. I did not want to explode that. The end of this level is sort of queued up by the spawning of 2 snipers simultaneously, which I think that's it. So that should be the last wave of enemies. And there we go.
Nice.
Next up, we have Late Shift. This is one of the just like pure vertical levels. Earlier, we had the one where I had to... Why did they see me? They typically do not see me that early. This is a little scary. Please give me help.
He's trying to climb away.
Earlier we had a level where I had to do a bit of parkour on some rocks, which was not the intentional, routing. But this one's a little bit easier, except that apparently all of my routing and plans just are missing. But it's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine, yeah.
This is another level where there's one enemy that I tend to always miss, and I will try my best not to this time. I like to throw that explosive claymore down over there to try and get the enemy in armor. It did not work, but a shotgun works just as well. All right. And exit.
That's all.
What are we moving on to next? Backstab. Oh, let's introduce a new mechanic. For the next few levels, your character will now be bleeding, just losing health at a constant rate, which is pretty unfortunate. It means you have to go around and collect health. I am also picking up ammo, which, this is bad. Everything's fine. The armor is what I was trying to say. The armor doesn't, heal you at all. It just protects you from incoming damage from the enemies. This is one of the levels that I tried to practice before the showcase, and I'm either going to get it instantly or I might die a few times. I'm just going to do it I'm just going to do the intended route. I'm sorry.
That's totally fair.
The sort of speedrun route there is to jump over the gap in the fence and just hug to the wall on the left side. Do I have enough health? I do not. Okay, that's unfortunate. To hug to the wall to your left in order to round that corner and just barely land on the final platform. Thank you. All right. Now everything will be fine.
Perfect.
A lot of this speedrun feels like it's just freestyling. But if you check the leaderboard, it has both full game runs and individual levels, which the individual levels are a little bit funny with the fact that the in-game timer will let you go into negative time due to the fact that it's not just tracking how long it takes you to beat the level, but over on the right-hand side, you can see it removes a certain amount of time based on how you kill the enemies. So, depending on the method, you get some extra time. Or remove extra, whatever. This is the one-off level that introduces the mechanic of airstrikes. I don't feel like explaining it that much because we won't see it. The goal is just complete this level before time runs out on the right side of the screen, which is not too difficult. As I have a perfect route to take out all of the satellites, which I did take from another speedrunner, and we don't have to worry about airstrikes at all. This level kind of cues to me that we're getting to the end of the run. And honestly, this feels like the most I Am Your Beast level in I Am Your Beast in the story mode. It changes the objective that you have to do as you are moving to say, go to the end. Nope, here's the end. And then in the speed run, we decide that we're going to go out of bounds. Oh, please don't. Okay, cool. And the only caveat with going out of bounds is you have to get back in bounds within 5 seconds when you're not in the tutorial.
I can see that being a little bit of an issue.
This is the introduction of the RPG, another one of the equipment-based weapons. And if I line it up properly, I can just take out one of the 3 satellites that starts this level without going anywhere near that cliff. I wanted to pick up another weapon. This is fine. There's a sniper that's really annoying here, but if you just throw your weapon at them, they'll leave you alone.
That's totally fine.
So we have 3 levels left in the run. It's a very quick run, perfect for Express Lane.
Right?
And I'm actually going to give a spoiler warning for the next level. Because I'm telling you, you should play this game on your own. The next level is basically just a story level. I'm restarting this because I've missed the helicopter so many times. Is basically just a story mission of the level. And I recommend experiencing it on your own time. How did I miss again? How did... Okay.
Helicopter is being something.
Excuse me, helicopter. There we go. Thankfully, I have practiced and know where all of the RPGs are on this level. So I could miss one more time and then I would need to restart again, but don't need to do that. All right. So this is Mercy, the one story level of the game. So look away if you want to play it on your own, which I recommend. I will mention that there is one speedrunning trick to this level, which is that if you crouch, you go faster, which is just a lovely trick. I'm going to do a little bit of key mashing to get through this and skip the cutscenes. And then we will move on to the final level, another survival score-based level, which is the titular level, I Am Your Beast. A lot of the sort of... so this level is sort of like a victory lap when you play it casually. But given that we're trying to complete this as fast as possible, I will be trying to spawn all of the enemies into this one corner and just surround myself completely, which makes it a little bit more difficult and a little more dangerous. But thankfully, there is plenty of health around. Why are there 4 of you? Okay,
I'm going to surround myself to why are there 4 of you?
I just, turning around and seeing them all piled up is a little concerning.
Oh, fair.
This level also has the best track of the game, as you can hear. I quite like the actual tree branch on this level because it is a melee weapon that lets you swing towards a number of enemies at the same time. I have a note for our lovely stream tech. If you look over at the right-hand side of the screen, the level is about to end. So if this will be the last enemy. When I kill them, that will be time. Time.
GG's.
Oh, that was fun.
That is such a cool run. And okay, yeah. Anybody that can commentate by the solo commentary and still be able to play the game, impressive. Yeah, a game like that where I don't know how you do it. That was awesome.
I hope that was entertaining.
Oh, it was super, super cool. That was so much fun to watch. It's like what a fun game. So I hard agree.
And like I mentioned, that was the story levels. The game launched with an additional 12 challenge levels, an extra free DLC story mode, and an extra the hardest levels we could make.
Oh, nice.
Pack. Yeah. So I wholeheartedly recommend, please check this out.
And yeah, tell everybody, where can they check you out? Where can they find you? What are you playing? Any other shout outs? Go for it.
I'm Flying Ludicolo. I stream on my own channel, Flying Ludicolo, occasionally, but typically just random indie games and maybe some demos. Behind the scenes, I work on another lovely event, charity event called Zeldathon, which has a marathon running next week. I recommend go check that out. There might be some fun speedrunning content, but really more it's just high energy fun.
Of course. Yeah, again, GG's. Good luck in that marathon as well and working that. But yeah, give GG's to Fly Ludico one more time. The absolutely amazing run of I Am Your Beast. It's such a cool run. Again, check it out. But right now, friends, looking at my wrist, we're out of time. I hope you've enjoyed this Freem Patel's themed episode of Express Lane. They just a 4-pack of amazing, wonderful runners. But don't worry if you missed it. If you just tuned in, we got you, boo. If you missed out on both Hidden Heroes for this and Express Lane, just stay tuned. We'll replay this. Words are hard. We are going to replay these shows just in a few minutes. But tune in tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you can see the next episodes of GDQ Hotfix for Crosshair, and followed by that, Speedruns from the Crypt. So until next time, I'm Oscar424, and I'll catch you in the Express Lane. Bye.